table? Antima?
So basically, advisors get credited for their work in the league table, and quarterly or annually these tables get published, and accordingly they will be taxed. So they can be they are number one according to the merger market.
Yeah, it's basically a ranking like we have in a UEFA league or a English Premier League. You have the league. It's a ranking. So basically, it's all ranking of market experts based on specific metrics. So it's commonly used by. So it is basically used to rank the performance of the advisors, and it is also used as a performance gauge for the advisors. Now, second thing, what is the use of a league table? So, league tables are basically used by investment bankers and law firms to go to pitch to their clients and highlight their rankings. On the other hand, the clients also use these tables to find advisors. Okay. So now, since everyone knows what is a league table, now I will be telling you something about the merger market league tables. So merger market league table is very famous, like across the globe, specifically in Europe and US. So it's an industry standard among the investment professionals. Again, like I said, it helps the advisors to seek clients. On the other hand, it helps the clients to seek advisors. Okay. Now, merger market M&A award. So every year, merger market organizes a M&A award. Like we have Filmfare Awards, IFA Awards. So it's basically like that, a gala dinner. So where all the industry experts gather. So there are prizes for prizes to the deal makers for working on complex transactions. So it's very the judging process is very like it. They scrutinize all the work, and that's why it's very one of the most accolade awards of the industry. Okay, so next. So moving on, like in 2017, the submissions process was a success because we had a huge inflow, and it increased by around around by 23% from 2016. So in total, we logged around 20,000 live deals, and out of which 5,000, that is approximately 25,000 deals were logged from advisors. So next, I think Ria will continue with the global league table award.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Ria, and I'll be talking about the global league table. So we talk about the top 5 financial advisors. So we have Goldman Sachs, who was on number 2 in 2016, and now it's on number 1. The major reason being they basically advised on big deals like the Walt Disney deal and of British American Tobacco. Then JP Morgan in 2016 was on rank number 4, and now it is on 2. Morgan Stanley in 2016 was on number 1, and now it is number 3. So it had a deal value of around 275 in 2016, and it had around 881 deal value, and now it has come down to 630, showing a decrease of 28.1%. Bank of America Merrill Lynch is in rank number 4, and earlier in 2016 it was on top 3. And Citi has been constant and on rank number 5. Next, the top 5 legal advisors. Skadden Arps is on number 1, and in 2016 it was on number 4. The major reason being its contribution towards the Walt Disney deal. Now this deal had a value of $68 billion US. Next is Cleary Gottlieb Steen, which had a rank of 10 in 2016 and is on number 2 now. Then comes Davis Polk and Wardwell, which is on number 3 in 16 as well as in 17. Kirkland and Ellis. Now this advisor was on 17 number in 2016, and now it has come to number 4. And last one is Sullivan and Cromwell, which is on number 5. Next. So these are the top 3 deals of top 3 FA. Goldman Sachs having the first deal of it being the Walt Disney deal of acquiring Walt Disney Deal Company acquiring 21st Century Fox. The second one of Serious Health Corporation acquiring Aetna, and British American Tobacco acquiring Reynolds, stake of 57.83%. JP Morgan again had the same first deal of Walt Disney Company acquiring 21st Century Fox, British American Tobacco acquiring 57.83% stake in Reynolds, and Hot Chip acquiring Arbutus. Morgan Stanley advised on Praxair acquiring Lind AG and deal value of 46 billion US dollars, and likewise, next. The top three deals of top three LA are Skaden, the top advisor, advising on the Walt Disney deal of acquiring 21st Century Fox, British American Tobacco acquiring 57.83% stake in Reynolds, and likewise for Cleary, Gottlieb, and Davis Polk. Next. So this is the sector value. The top three sectors globally were energy with 461 US billion as the deal value. Then comes financial services and real estate. These are the related legal advisors, financial advisors, the top three legal advisors and financial advisors of each and every sector. Next. So now I'll be talking about the regional league table. So in North America, the top 5 financial advisors are Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan, Morgan Stanley, Barclays, and Centerview Partners with the deal value and deal count. In Europe, the top 5 financial advisors are again Goldman Sachs, Morgan Stanley, Bank of America, Citi, and Credit Suisse. And in Asia Pacific, it's Morgan Stanley, Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan, UBS Investment Bank, and China International. So these stars basically indicate the common advisor all across the region, all across the globe, we can say. So that is the only reason why Goldman Sachs and Morgan Stanley has been in the top 5 financial advisor list. Next. The regional league table for the top 5 legal advisors in North America, Europe, and Asia Pacific. So these are the regional top deals. The 3 top deals of North America was the first one of Walt Disney Company acquiring 21st Century, then Serious Health Corporation acquiring Aetna, and British American Tobacco acquiring 57.83% stake in Reynolds. Europe had Praxair acquiring Lind, Hot Chip acquiring Arbutus, and Atlanta acquiring Arbutus. Asia Pacific had Unibail acquiring Westfield, the WARF acquiring WARF Real Estate, and Consortium for Global Logistics acquiring Global Logistics. So region-wise, in North America, the top 3 sectors are energy, financial services, and media. And these are the top 3 advisors, the legal advisor and financial advisor of each sector. The financial advisor for energy is Barclays, Citi, and Morgan Stanley. The legal advisor for energy is Winston Elkins, Andrews, Court, and White and Case. For financial services, the FA is Goldman Sachs, Evercore, and Barclays. LA is White and Case, Simpson, Thatcher, and Sullivan and Cromwell. For media, the top 2 advisors are JP Morgan, Guggenheim Partners, Goldman Sachs, and LA is Cleary, Gottlieb, Debbie Weiss, and White and Case LLP. So for Europe, it was financial services having a deal value of $999 billion, and the financial advisors, the top 3 advisors being Goldman Sachs, Lazard, and Morgan Stanley, and legal advisors being Freshfields, Linklaters, and Bonali Everett. Construction being on number 2, $910 billion US. The financial advisors being JP Morgan, Societe Generale, Lazard, and legal advisors being Freshfields, Clifford, and Uriah Menendez. Energy having a deal value of $900 billion US, and the financial advisors being Citi, Lazard, and Bank of America Merrill Lynch, and legal advisors being Linklaters, BAHR, and Allen and Oakley. This is Asia's top 3 sectors. Real estate contributing $135 billion, with financial advisors, the top 3 advisors being Morgan Stanley, JP Morgan, Bank of America Merrill Lynch. Legal advisors King & Wood, Madison's, Herbert Smith, Freehill, Shearman, and Sterling LLP. Energy contributing $64 billion, The financial advisors being Morgan Stanley, Macquarie Group Limited, and Somali Capital Limited. LA being Allen's, King and Wood, Madison's, Freshfields, and financial services contributing USD 58 billion US dollars. The financial advisors being Goldman Sachs, EY, JP Morgan. Legal advisors being Scalenarks, Kim and Tan, and Jingtin. So the further part, that is India, will be taken over by Sagar.
Very good morning, everyone. So I will be talking about the mergers and acquisition transactions which have been taken in India. So the top 5 deals in 2017 were Idea and Vodafone deal with deal value of 12.6 billion. Reliance Jio acquiring the assets of Reliance Communication for 3.7 billion. SoftBank acquiring a 20% stake in Flipkart for 2.6 billion. IndusInd Bank acquiring Bharat Financial for 2.4 billion, and Adani acquiring Reliance Energy for 1.9 billion. So the top 5 FA in India are Goldman Sachs, Morgan Stanley, Axis Capital, Kotak Investment Banking, and Rothschild. So as you can see, the deal value and the deal count, which is in the line format, it is increasing at a very good pace. So we can infer from this that the mergers and acquisition in India is going strong and is increasing at a good pace. So it's a very good indication as far as Indian M&A market is concerned. Now as far as LAs are concerned, the top 5 LAs are AZ&B Partners, Shardul Amarchand, Trilegal, S&R Associates, and Slaughter and May. And even this, you can see that barring AZ&B Partners, each and every LA, the count as well as the deal value is increasing at a good pace. So the top 3 sectors in India where the M&A transaction took place are telecommunication, internet, e-commerce, and financial service. Telecommunication is like skewed data because the 2 largest deals were from telecommunication, like Idea and Vodafone, and Reliance Jio, Reliance Communication deal was in telecommunication sector. And this internet e-commerce, you can see that as far as the count is concerned, the internet e-commerce sector and financial service, the count is very high. However, the deal value is more of telecommunication sector. As we can see in internet e-commerce sector, the e-commerce companies and other companies are receiving a lot of funding from the private equity firms, so generally the count is a bit higher. So the top 3 deals of top 3 FA for Goldman Sachs, it is Idea, Vodafone, Reliance Jio, Reliance Communication, SoftBank, and Flipkart. For Morgan Stanley, it is again Idea, Vodafone, IndusInd, Bharat Financial, and GIC acquiring DLF Cyber City. For Axis Capital, it is Idea, Vodafone again, Bain Capital acquiring a 5.5% in Axis Bank, and Capital Square acquiring Aegis Limited. Now, as far as LA is concerned, AZ&B Partners, Idea, Vodafone, SoftBank, Flipkart, and IndusInd Bank, Bharat Financial. And for Shardul Amarchand, it is Idea, Vodafone, SoftBank, and SoftBank acquiring 20% stake in Paytm, and GIC acquiring 33.34% in DLF Cyber City. And for Trilegal, it is Idea, Vodafone, SoftBank, Paytm, and Macquarie Group acquiring the 330 megawatt solar asset of Hindustan Power Projects. Yeah. Thank you so much. And special thanks to Aniket Jayesh.